Hey, what's up? John Sonmez from simpleprogrammer.com. So I got a question today that's related to blogging. I've been getting a lot of these, of course, since I've been doing my free blogging course, which you can find if you just go to simpleprogrammer.com and then enter your information in the pop-up, or you can go to devcareerboost.com/blog dash course. Yes, that's right. Anyway, so this question is pretty interesting. This is something that I think a lot of people are probably wondering. It might be something that's stopping you from creating a blog. So maybe if you listen to my answer here, maybe it will convince you to finally create that blog. So this question is from Ziv, I believe, and Ziv says, "Hi John, as I am building my blog, I have a question. I have some concern about writing non-anonymously. Obviously, anything I write will be based on my own experience, and my experience is open for all to see at my LinkedIn profile. I've only worked a few different places, and I intend to write a lot about workplace dynamics. I'd really rather my writing not be seen as reflecting specifically on those few places. I'm trying to journalize, but I think there will be a natural inclination for people to think, oh wow, company X must be really bad, or ha, that must have been at company Y. Obviously, their testing support sucks," and so on and so forth. I don't think that's a healthy place to be for my blog, for my career, and existing connections. But if I write anonymously and then nobody knows where I'm referring to, then obviously I lose most or all of the long-term benefit and brand building of a blog. Any thoughts on this? So I do have some thoughts on this. This is something that if you've heard my story about blogging, I always joke, and it's somewhat true, as I say that I started my blog as a passive aggressive way to basically communicate with my coworkers and boss and and stuff. So I'm actually doing exactly what you're afraid of, or I was doing exactly what you're afraid of when I started my blog, because I actually thought this was a positive thing. Now, here's why, right? I'm usually a pretty tactful guy, right? Like I can usually get along with most people. I rarely rub people the wrong way. Like I tend to just get along with people and not really offend that much. I mean, not that I sometimes I do. Some people are offended. If you're watching this, you're probably not offended. Probably gotten rid of those people. But anyway, my point is that I did what you're suggesting in a way that didn't rub people the wrong way and make them upset. Now, I saw this as an asset, right? I saw this as a way to communicate to the current company I was working in, and to team members and to even the CEO of the company, in a way that wasn't super confrontational, but basically laid out what was happening in the situation, left it to be somewhat anonymous. I mean, if you're working at the company, you could figure out what I'm writing about, and I guess if you looked at my LinkedIn profile and put two and two together, you could probably figure out that this problem or this issue had to deal with the current company I was working for. But I did it, in a way that was beneficial, that was tactful, that didn't just call people right out, right? It's not like I didn't talk about the problems, but I tried to address them in a very, very constructive way. I tried to make it very much like, oh, this could happen anywhere. This is not like a horrible thing, but here's an interesting thing that I came across, and here's my thoughts on it. I might not be 100% correct, and but this is what's happened, and this is what I'm thinking about this right now. It actually turned out to be really beneficial. I got a lot of coworkers and bosses and management that were reading my blog that were appreciating it. It actually, I think it boosted my career. I think it actually helped me and didn't hurt me. And so, I was glad that I did that. And I didn't do it anonymously, right? Everyone knew that this was John Sonmez's blog. Now, with that said, you have to exercise some caution here. Obviously, things could have gone badly, especially if I called people directly out, if I called the company directly out, if I said bad things that that really would reflect poorly on myself and the company. So you have to be really careful when you do this. So there's nothing wrong with talking about the workplace dynamics, but and some company may react poorly to it no matter what, right? So you might have to think about that as well. Now, personally, I would take the risk, right, of being fired, of working for a company that didn't care enough about fixing situations to take some tactful advice and to to let me blog about things, and not directly calling them out, but talking about general things that are happening. I think that's a valuable thing. If a company would be opposed to that, I'd probably not want to work for that company. I realize not everyone is in the situation to make that choice or feels comfortable to put their job on the line like that. But in general, I think in general, in most cases, you're not going to run into that problem. I mean, it depends on how aggressive you are and how abrasive you are, I suppose. But yeah, I mean, if you're gonna write like rants, then I probably would do that anonymously, yeah, or you're gonna really risk being fired. But if you can do it in a tactful way, if you can write something that's going to be beneficial, that just think of it this way: if the CEO reads this, is he or she going to get something positive from it? Are they going to, or what's going to happen? That's what would be my guideline. And also, does it reflect negatively on me, right? I don't want to write stuff that makes it look like I disrespect my employers. That wouldn't be good. I don't want to write stuff that really makes it look like I disrespect anybody, because someone will eventually read that, maybe years down the road, and it could affect you. So hopefully that helps. It's really up to you in this situation. I would say go for it. I say just make sure that you do it in the right way, and then you shouldn't have a problem. But again, you are taking some amount of risk anytime that you're non-anonymously putting yourself out on the internet. So hopefully that helps you. If you have a question and you're watching this video, you can email me at john@simpleprogrammer.com, and I'll try to get to your question and do a video. And if you like this video, share it or subscribe. I would appreciate it. Take care.